and arrive at your destination.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a great day. Just want to first start off by thanking all you guys who subscribe to my channel. This is your first time watching the videos. Do me a big favor and hit that subscribe button for me. All right, guys, so I got the truck back from the shop the other day and it drives really good. I drove it around the last few days and it's been driving really good. No leaks, no issues at all. But there is a big issue with the steering. The steering is super loose. I can move the steering left and right. As you guys can tell, there's a lot of slack here and the truck has no reaction whatsoever. So the front end has to be replaced. I got some extra parts, so while I'm dropping the front of the truck, I'm gonna go ahead and replace all the steering components for the truck as well. There's a tropical storm coming in and I'm not sure if I wanna get caught with all the rain on the mess, depending on how bad the storm gets here. But yeah, there's a storm about to hit us in a couple of days, or actually the next day. So I want to get this thing done as much as I can before that storm gets here. Surprisingly, there's not very many videos of anyone lowering a Ford Lightning. So I'm going to show you guys today what it takes and how easy it is. So I got this side off, but I want to show you guys what I was talking about as far as how loose the steering is. I can grab this wheel here and look how much slack there is. See that? That is a crazy amount of slack, and I went ahead and soaked up some of the bolts here with some penetrating fluid to kind of get them hopefully loose, and that way they don't fight us. But first things first, let's take off this this caliper, and then we'll take off the tie rod end nut and get rid of all these cotter pins, because we're not going to be reusing these. We're going to be putting new cotter pins on all. Take the caliper off and we're just gonna let it hang right on top of the radius arm right here, so it's not sagging. So let it hang there for now. This, all right. Hit this off with the hammer. We're replacing this tie rod, by the way, also. So we're gonna all right, guys. So then once we get access to our cotter pan, we can swivel this over to the other side and pull it off. And here we can grab a crescent wrench to go ahead and crack this pretty tight. Get a hammer. It'll help us take the nut loose. All right. So that's gonna be 18 millimeter here. All right, once we get that off, we can go ahead and I'm gonna hit this with the hammer here so we can drop the spindle down, drop the knuckle down. All right, once this drops down, go ahead and support the bottom of the rotor with your hand, loosen the nut off all the way, and grab it with two hands. There you go. Got the whole thing. Okay. Off to the side. I'm gonna go ahead and remove our sway bar end link, 18 millimeter as well. I'm not sure what's gonna happen with this sway bar end link. People say you need to flip these over or around. So I'm not sure what they mean by that yet. I haven't gotten to that point. But once we do, we'll find out. All right. This nut here has a washer, and the washer is actually holding the spring down at the bottom here. So you want to be careful with that. But also the shock right now is holding the spring up as well, and so is this little hook here. So we need to go ahead and loosen up either or. I'll go ahead and disconnect the shock real quick. Like I said, yeah, there's a tropical depression coming in, and yeah, looks like it's already here. Once that's out, I'm gonna go ahead and remove the pivot point on the back. All right, guys. So once I get the bolt loose on the back, that's gonna be an 18mm. That's what's going to hold your beam back there. So I'm actually just gonna support it here with a jack so it doesn't fall on my head. All right, once we get the bolt out. All right, guys, so once we get that loose, we're gonna go ahead and remove the radius arm bushing nut in the back. It's also gonna be a 1 1/8. Once we get those removed, we should have enough slack to remove our spring. Set that off to the side. This should all come together. Go ahead and just untight this nut off here. Alright. Now we can remove the stud. There's our radius arm. So we want to keep this. This is going to go into our new beam. So we'll take this out. Grab our new super beefy beam and these are our new trailer arm bushings. These are polyurethane, so these are going to last forever. Put these on here. These are old and busted.
Can I put them on there?
Take this off here.
Yeah, can I put this on there?
Yeah, you can put that one on. First, we need to take this old one off. Old bushing comes off. This one goes on first. Other way. Other way. Slide it on. Oh, your hands are all nasty now already.
Oh.
Alright. And then, wait. And then this one goes on the back. Like this.
This one?
That one goes on last. And then this goes on like this.
I'll put this one on.
And this goes on. Yep, that's like that. Put the nut on there, okay?
Is that a sword?
Kind of like a sword.
Can I have it?
No, I gotta put this back on the truck. All right, guys. So once you get the radius bushing on, we can go ahead and get this back ready to go back on. But I'm gonna press this on like this. To make it easier, guys, we want to put on the back bolt first before we go ahead and line this back up here. Your hands are all super dirty, man. See, I'm wearing gloves. My hands are not dirty.
Where are my gloves?
Sorry, I didn't get you any. Hey, Dominic, can you press down on the jack real quick? The big black jack handle over here. Up and down. Down. That's good. That's good. Thank you. Spring nut. Make sure it holds the spring in tight. I already got the top one back on. And I'm actually going to tighten up the rear radius arm bushing once I get that jack out of the way. So for now, I'm going to leave that on. I still need to tighten up the rear mount as well. But yeah, this is back on. I'm going to grab this whole knuckle assembly and put this back in here. Put the shock bolt back on. All the steering components, I still need to remove that and put new stuff on there and go back together. Alright guys, sorry about that. I went ahead and put this knuckle back in, tightened everything back up. I stopped recording. I was tearing up my garage looking for this brake pad. My son decided to hide it in the flower beds. So yeah, that wasted about 30 minutes of my time. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and put all this back together, guys, and put the caliper back on. And like I said, I'm gonna tighten everything up once I get everything back together. All right, guys, so I got it all back together now, and I ended up installing the sway bar, but what I had to do was this mounting bracket here, held on by these 2 screws here and 2 on the other side. And what I did was I just flipped it around. So normally this, instead of facing like this, was facing this way, but now it's facing forward, and I mounted the sway bar to that. And on the end links, this is the driver's side, now it's on the passenger side, and I mounted it up like this. This is what people are talking about as far as like switching from driver to passenger side. But only thing I don't like is, as you guys can tell, that it's pretty close to the coil there. So what I'm going to do is, I'm assuming that maybe because it's still on jacks, that's why it's pushed up like that. But once I get the wheels on, I'll see if that's going to work. If not, I'll just go ahead and remove it and drive around without the sway bar in the meantime until I figure out what I'm going to do. But yeah, I got it all buttoned up back together, and I'm about to start on the back. But first, I'm going to take a little break, and I'm going to head over to my buddy's house. Yeah. Damn, I think it's dirty.
Took a lot of timing out, because like timing is what really kills the motor, you know?
Yeah.
So it's real conservative. Just
yeah, I mean, you got less than what, 50 miles on the motor probably?
something like that, yeah.
So I'm about to do the backside, and I did the passenger side already, and this thing was just not doing it. This thing was just not getting the job done. I had to get this grinder here with a big old disc, this thing, and a nice, good, strong air hammer to finish it off, to cut the rivets. Because those rivets, guys, are no joke. These things are some big daddy rivets here, man. These things are super strong. So let me go ahead and loosen up the bolt, take off the end link here, and drop the axle, and let's get cutting. On the driver's side, this is the one that's going to give you the most problems. Not coming off, but because when you go to put the new one on, and to get to the bolts back here, guys, there's like some, I don't know if it's fuel lines or brake lines or whatever, but it's really hard to get the nuts on the back side, especially to hold it down tight when you go to tighten these down. That's probably going to give you one of your biggest problems. All right, guys, so the truck is finally lowered. I actually lowered this truck really nice. I do need to go get an alignment done, so I was gonna get that done today, but now that I got new wheels coming, I'm not gonna go get the alignment done on these, so there's no point. I'd rather get the alignment done on the new wheels and tires when I get them installed. You guys can tell the back sits a little higher than the front, so I'm probably gonna take a leaf out the back to level it out with the front. But yeah, because I like the stance on the front, it looks good. Just needs an alignment. All right, guys, so I drove the truck around yesterday since I got it done, and it drove around fine. But the thing is, I was gonna go get an alignment, but I ended up posting my wheels online, and somebody actually jumped on them a little bit faster than I thought. So they're actually gonna come over here and purchase the wheels today. Fortunately, I won't have the truck on. I have it on jack stands right now. So it's gonna be a while before I even get any wheels and tires. I have wheels for it now. They're in the back of the truck. I just don't have tires for it yet. So it's gonna be sitting on jack stands until the new tires come in. That will be in the next video, guys. I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of a sneak peek on the wheels that I got. All right, these are 18 by 11, and in the front I'm going with some 18 by 9.5. So yeah, stay tuned. You don't want to miss out. Those are going to be going on the truck. I'm going to get an alignment done with the wheels and tires, the new ones. Right now I'm just waiting for the guy to come pick up these tires and wheels. I sold the 95 original lightning widening wheels last week to some guy from Brownsville. He came like 5 hours from out of town to pick up these wheels. So George, if you're watching this, hey man, I didn't believe you, but you actually came and bought them. That's crazy. But yeah, they were a nice set of wheels. I'm also in the process of, I got kind of carried away. Yeah, I got some stainless steel headers going in right now. Took off the factory ones because they were making some crazy noise. And the exhaust was just nasty. Look at that exhaust. I got a Bassani downpipe, so that's going on as well. But I don't know what these custom headers, they may not fit. I may have to go with open headers to the exhaust shop to get something made. I'm not sure yet. We'll find out in the next video. If you guys have any comments, any questions, anything that you saw that I could have done better, please put them in the comments below. Please tell me what you guys want to see next in the next content or in the upcoming videos. Please subscribe, please like, and we'll see you guys on the next one.